like we always do at this time, 12 days into the new year, yet we're reporting a new death of another well known actor, T.K. Carter, found unalive after a welfare check. Now, if you know this guy, T.K. Carter, he played in a series of movies from back in the day to up until Brewster, The Corner. The Corner was one of my favorite movies. But if you peep The Corner, they predicted how he was going to die in real life. Somebody was going to come and find him laid out dead. We're going to get into this, and then I'm going to show you how he passed away in The Corner, and tell me if it don't make sense or it don't resemble how they made facts.
A call comes in late Friday afternoon, not a movie set, not a studio, a real address in Duarte, California. And when authorities arrive, a veteran actor, someone you've probably seen more times than you realize, has already passed. Here's the part that instantly makes people lean in. Early reports say there was no sign of foul play, and the cause hasn't been released. That combination always lands heavy because it leaves your brain reaching for answers and finding nothing. And then the name hits the internet, T.K. Carter. If you're thinking, I know that name, but I can't place the face, don't worry. That's exactly the story here. Because T.K. Carter is one of those actors who lived inside your childhood, your TV nights, your movie marathons, without ever getting the spotlight that matched his impact. And once you hear the roles, you're going to realize something. You didn't just watch this man. You grew up with him. But that's not even the wild part, because the role that made him iconic almost didn't happen the way people think it did. Let's be honest. Hollywood has two kinds of famous. There's the kind where everyone knows your name, and then there's the kind where everyone knows your face, your voice, your timing. But the credit
Was The Corner a curse to some of these people? Some of these people is out of here. A lot of them is dead. And now T.K. Carter is another one. I hate to do this story on him.
somehow never catches up. T.K. Carter was that second kind, the kind of actor you'd see pop up on screen and go, wait, I love that guy. The kind who made a scene feel real without stealing it. The kind who could slide from comedy to seriousness so smoothly, you didn't even notice the switch. You just felt it. And that's why the news hits different for a lot of people. Because it's not just, oh, an actor passed. It's, hold up. That's the guy from, and the guy from, and the guy from. He's linked to cult classic film history, and also tied to some of the most rewatchable TV from the 80s and 90s. And then there's the one that horror fans will never let go. Because in one movie, in one frozen setting, in one pressure cooker story, he became unforgettable. And what happened inside that film is exactly why so many people are speaking his name right now. If you've ever watched John Carpenter's The Thing, you already know the vibe. Isolation, paranoia, men trapped together, and a fear that's not just outside, but possibly sitting right next to you. T.K. Carter played Knowles, the cook. And that might sound like a small detail until you realize what that character actually does in that movie. Knowles isn't just the cook. He's the guy who keeps the place human. He's the one who brings normal energy into a story that keeps getting more abnormal. He's the person you believe would really be there in real life, dealing with a nightmare like that. And that's the magic of character actors. They're the reason the unbelievable becomes believable. Here's what people forget. The Thing didn't start off as this universally celebrated classic. Over time, it became a cult favorite. One of those movies people rewatch, analyze, quote, rank, argue about, and pass down like a secret handshake. So when someone says, he was in The Thing, horror fans don't hear a credit. They hear legacy. But what's even crazier is what happened after that role. Because most people assume a breakout like that turns into instant stardom. For TK, it turned.
And then they came out and said, oh, he's a gay black male. Who gives a fuck what he did in his personal life? Only thing we know is we lost a veteran actor. Rest in peace to T.K. Carter. My respect goes out to the family.
Into something else, something a lot more complicated. There's a hard truth about Hollywood. A cult classic can make fans love you forever, but it doesn't always make the industry treat you like a headliner. TK Carter stayed working, stayed booked, stayed visible, but the way he moved through entertainment wasn't like the star. It was like the glue, the reliable hitter, the scene lifter, the castest guy, and the chemistry will work tight. And that's why people are shocked today, because his resume isn't one big moment. It's decades of moments. You see him in movies, you hear him in animation, you catch him in sitcoms, you spot him in dramas. He's like a familiar face that keeps showing up at different points of your life. And then, for a whole generation, he shows up somewhere even louder. Because there's a stretch of television where he becomes a steady presence, like he's part of the room with you. And once I say the title, you're going to remember exactly where you were when you watched it. But before we go there, understand this. What made him special wasn't just talent, it was range. And that range is exactly what set up the next chapter of his story. If you've ever watched John Carpenter's The Thing, you already know the vibe. Isolation, paranoia, men trapped together, and a fear that's not just outside, but possibly sitting right next to you. TK Carter played Knowles, the cook, and that might sound like a small detail until you realize what that character actually does in that movie. Knowles isn't just the cook, he's the guy who keeps the place human. He's the one who brings normal energy into a story that keeps getting more abnormal. He's the person you believe would really be there.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. But now, TK Carter, he was found unalived after a welfare check. And what was crazy about this is I did grow up watching a lot of different movies. But what boggled my mind was when I sat here and I watched this story, and I'm watching this story, and I'm like, wow. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna try. Don't pay the sound any attention. I'm doing this on purpose because I know that they're gonna try to strike the video. But pay attention to how he passed away in his last. I ain't gonna say his last movie, but one of his movies. Now, at the end of the day, this was the last shot of the movie he played in, The Corner. He played as a guy named Gary. This is how Gary passed away in the movie. Do you think it's funny they found him alone in his house? The same way he portrayed in this movie, even though he was, I don't know if he was a fiend in real life, but he played a good one in here. If he never did it before, he played a good one in here. And I'm going to say that one last time. Not to mention, I do not own the rights to this video. Shouts out to Don Rock. I forgot his real name, but he did this movie, The Corner. If you've never seen The Corner, go watch it. This is how Gary passed away on the movie. And then we gotta go and say, this is how he passed away in real life. Shouts out to the whole Baltimore. Rest in peace to Gary. Rest in peace now to TK Carter. Because Gary was a real person who did pass away. So if you didn't know, you know now. It's your boy Costa Don. Thank you to everybody who support my channel. Thank you to my moderators, my subscribers, everybody watching videos. Hit that thumb up button. I definitely appreciate you. I understand everybody ain't got money to donate to channels and shit. Especially, I know you got more than just my channel you watch, so you can't donate to every channel. But donate by smashing that thumb up button for me, y'all. Smash that thumb up button and take the video a long way. And that's your dedication to the channel. And I appreciate you for everybody who smashed that thumb up. Much love to you. Thank you. Happy New Year's to everybody. We're 12 days in. Don't get it fucked up. It's just getting started. So don't think that it's over yet. It's not. Rest in peace to TK Carter. This your boy Costa Don. Salute, cop back, shoot. You know how we do it. I salute you. I would hate to shoot you. I'm gone.